Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with our main topic today. We're discussing today Egypt's celebrating today on the 16th of March, Egyptian Women's Day. And this day was chosen because the Egyptian women participated in the revolution of 1919 and played a significant role. And a number of Egyptian women fell martyrs during this revolution. To shed more light on Egyptian Women's Day, we have the pleasure to have this phone with Ambassador Souaad Shalaby, former Assistant to Foreign Minister. Good morning, Ambassador Shalaby.
Good morning.
Happy Egyptian Women's Day.
Happy Egyptian Women's Day for all Egyptian women.
So much. We really have the pleasure to have this phone with you. Could you give us an idea concerning why was the 16th of March being chosen to be the Egyptian Women's Day?
The 16th of March was the day when the Egyptian women, during the revolution of 1919, contributed, and they lost the lives of women during that day. It was the first time that the Egyptian women go on strike, and they have they ask for. I mean, they were in the streets and asking for their rights, and that is when they got shot, and many of them got killed on that day, and that is why we have the names of martyrs, Egyptian women martyrs on that day. And also on that day also in 1956 there was the right of women for election and for to give their
nomination,
to give their voices in the election, and also to nominate themselves to become members of the parliament during Nasser's time. This was also another acquisition that the Egyptian women have acquired over the years.
Yes, Ambassador Shalaby, also the Egyptian women played a significant role in the history of Egypt, and in the occasion of the celebration Egypt celebrated yesterday, the Diplomacy Day. Could you give us or shed light on the role that is played by the Egyptian women in the field of diplomacy and being ambassadors for Egypt, caring for Egypt's interests and caring for Egyptians abroad?
Yes, of course. Congratulations also for all diplomats in Egypt, because yesterday was a celebration of the Egyptian Diplomatic Day, and also the Egyptian women diplomats have gained a lot of rights, and they have progressed since 1950 until now, because in the beginning the Egyptian women diplomats were not allowed to represent their country abroad in embassies and consulates. For 10 years they were not allowed. Then there was a breakthrough, and they started appointing them in very few posts abroad, and gradually they were allowed, and now they have there is a completely equal right for Egyptian women diplomats to get posted even in conflict areas and in consulates abroad. So this was a breakthrough, and also now the number of Egyptian women diplomats have increased gradually, and now they are there are almost 30% of the diplomatic um, representation is women, are women.
Yes. Ambassador Shalaby, since President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi came to office, he was keen on women empowerment, and he cared a lot for the Egyptian women. Usually, whenever he gives statements or a speech or delivers a speech, he calls on the Egyptian women, for example, in many events and or occasions, calling on the Egyptian women to participate in the casting their ballots, calling on the Egyptian women to take care of her family during the pandemic of the coronavirus. He was keen on the women empowerment. Actually, he allocated a special year for the Egyptian women. How do you evaluate this?
Yes, I agree very well with you. This is the golden age of women. There has been a lot of decrees that empowered women during the President Sisi's during the past 5-6 years when President Sisi presided over Egypt. This have been translated in many rights, and the latest was the right for women to join the public prosecution, the Supreme Court and the Supreme Constitutional Court and the Council of State. This has been asked for since 1952, since Dr. Aisha Ratib was refused to join the public prosecution. She was not allowed to become a member of this court. Now, the President Sisi have allowed the women to become to take positions in all these judicial councils.
Yes.
So also there has been, during COVID-19, there has been a lot of directives that and policy issues that has been taken by the government, and Egypt has been pioneer in this, in giving the women the right to protect the family from the negative impacts of the pandemic, and to combat the pandemic by staying at home with the children, by caring for the family in the health sector. Also, he has given the right for women to empower women economically by giving her the right to in the Ministry of Social Affairs have pioneered in two projects, حياة كريمة وعيش وكرامة وحياة كريمة.
Decent life?
This gives the right for the poor women to have financial coverage during her time in taking care of the family, and also in fighting and combating the pandemic. So the Egyptian women have gained a lot of especially also in the parliament. Now the parliament, her constitutional rights. We have also 20 articles in the constitution that give the rights for women, and the parliament is now consisting of 27% of women.
Yes.
And this is the first time in Egyptian history that the parliament, in both in the upper and the lower Senate House. So also in the in the ministerial council, there is 25% women, and the women have been appointed as the national the advisor in the national security, and this is also the highest position a woman in Egypt has taken. So as you see, in the diplomacy, 25% or maybe 30% are women, and this has been during the past years have increased because of the directives that gave women the rights in leadership and in achieving the equal rights and gender equality. So that is why it is on the higher the presidential directives have broken the glass barrier for all the Egyptian women, and this is the most important, to have on the highest level, the new acquisitions are activating and giving the empowerment and the entitlement of women to take the higher positions.
Yes, Ambassador Shalaby, you shed light that Egyptian women are now became a minister, a judge, and is participating in everything, or all the ministries and all the fields. Also, Egyptian women are scientists and gained several prizes, isn't it?
Yes, because this is the political will. If there was no political will, then the women will never get to that position. But because there is the political will, and also because the women have proved to be successful in all the positions that they have gained, and they have proved themselves. That is why the society will change, because there are women who have taken the positions and they are the decision makers, and this is what we are looking for, even in conflicts, and when the Egyptian women take the position of and they are taking decisions, then the social network and the social fabric of the society and the economic also fabric of the society changes automatically, because they are the ones who are suffering, they are the ones who are taking care of the family. The women are, when they are empowered, they are able to change the social attitudes, the bad social attitudes that are affecting our society, and they can help their children during the pandemic in order to be able to take their education properly and to combat and also to have a healthy family.
Yes.
So the support that is given by the government is very important during the pandemic.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time, for your valuable information. Thank you very much, Ambassador Souaad Shalaby, former Assistant to Foreign Minister and one of the successful Egyptian women we're all proud of. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I leave you with my colleague Mahisti Rabia and look and evaluation of the economic performance.